Team Grind, how you living? It's the Kid Dre the Kid, and I'm back with another Storytime video. But you find my channel first time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share on social medias. Link for all my social medias in the description below. And hey, yo, I put up a quick poll on my Instagram and my YouTube community channel. And I put up a poll saying what y'all want to see more. Do y'all want to see some more reactions? Do y'all want to see some short skits? Or do you want to see some story times? And by pretty much landslide victory, everyone chose story times. And to everybody who chose for me to do more story times, all I gotta say is thank you. Thank you for picking story times. Cause to be honest with you, I actually love doing story times. It's just story times don't get the views that I like, so I don't do it as often as reactions. But I actually like doing story time. So let's go ahead and get to story time. This story time is gonna be about the time I went on a date. And this happened, I want to say, about 2.5 years ago when I first started working my job, my last job. I worked for the apartment complex. And we're going to say the girl's name for this one. We're going to say her name is Jasmine. So, like I said, about 2.5 years ago when I first started working for this apartment complex, I met a lot of women. I met a lot of women there. I love, I love working there. I met a lot of women there. But anyway, some time go by. After the last story I told you about. But so some time went by, and this new girl moved in. Name was Jasmine, and Jasmine was fine, man. She was stacked, and and I'm not getting into all that, but anyway, I met Jasmine. You know, I talked to her a little bit. We pretty much started off as friends. And I didn't think she was too much into me. Because it seemed like it was just surface level. But make a long story short, I ended up getting her Instagram before I ended up leaving the job. And she's one of the first people when they sorry, who congratulated me on leaving the job and finding something new to go to and all that. She congratulated to me. I'm like, appreciate it. Then some time go by. I did ask her, to hang out with me one time, and she didn't get back to me. But I ain't take it personal. I just like it is what it is. But I was still cool with her. Like I said, we talked here and there, but it was no big deal. So a little bit more time goes by. I'm chilling at home. Then all of a sudden, I get a text on IG. She said, "Hey, can you call me right quick?" So I pick up the phone and I called her on IG. She said, "Hey, what's up?" We started talking and whatever. We started talking and she said, "Yo, do you wanna go out?" I'm like, I'm caught off guard right there. I'm like, huh? She's like, yeah, like, do you wanna, go out? Now, mind you, what I just said, our relationship, even though we're cool with one another, it was very surface level. And like I said, I asked to hang out with her before, and she was like, she did come through, but didn't take it personal or anything. I just left it as is. But she's like, yeah, let's hang out. We can hang out Thursday, Friday night, or whatever. So I'm like, huh. I was I was very confused. I'm like, okay, how about we go hang out at Post Houston? Yeah, I know what y'all thinking right there. I know what you're thinking. Post Houston seemed to be your ground zero where you like to hang out and meet women, and you would be correct. Cause it started seeming like that, even though it's not my intentions. But anyway, though, fast forward, we go like I said, we keep it in contact until that Friday. I'm texting her and like, it's cool. If we still meeting up, you need me to come pick you up or anything like that. She's like, yeah, we still meeting up, and no, I don't need you to pick me up. And that's gonna come later on in the story. But anyway, fast forward to Friday. You know, we text each other where we at and all that. She's 10 minutes away, but I got caught up in traffic, but I still made it there on time. So we end up meeting up and say, hey, what side of the building you on? She's like, oh, I'm on this side of the building over here. I was in the front. So I end up texting her and we where she at. So we end up meeting up. So then we finally met up. She gave me a big hug, asked me how I doing, in return, and I said I'm doing good. Asked her how she was doing in return, and also, we got to like really starting to get to know each other. We asked each other, about family. We asked each other about our interests and hobbies. We asked each other, what we're doing in our careers and whatnot, what we're doing right now, and it goes on very well. But keep in mind, my mindset is we're here as friends. No, nothing is going on. Okay, it's a friendly little date or whatever. But not expecting nothing to really happen. But then she started asking me, what am I into as far as like women? Initially, I was kind of caught off guard by this. I'm like, no, this type of woman I like, this, that, and the third. She's like, oh, okay, cool, that's nice right there. You like that kind of women? That's what's up. I'm like, yeah, I like this kind. I like this kind of women. Now, initially, I was caught off guard. I was caught off guard by this, but as the day goes on, we get some food. We get some food. We start talking. We start talking some more. We even got, I bought her some drinks. I think I had a pina. I think she had a margarita and I had a pina colada. So we up here drinking. We up here, having drinks and whatnot. And she's asking me like, what is my interest in a woman? So I'm like, I like this kind of woman like that. I like this kind of women. Of course, and I'm into this type of woman. I like a woman, that's very goal oriented. I prefer black women. That type of thing. That type of thing. A woman who wants to be a wife one day. She's like, oh, she's like, is she like really into my answers and she liking what she's hearing? So I'm like, what does it turn into? Because I was 1,000% sure that we're just here as friends. So as the day goes on and on, she started complimenting me. She started saying the outfit I got on is nice. She likes my hair. She thinks I'm smooth. I don't think I'm smooth. I think I just talk and vibe. I don't think I'm smooth at all. But she said, "Oh, you're smooth," and all that. Now on the outside, I'm like, all right, thank you. Well, inside, I'm like, man, am I getting flattered right now? Is this turning into something I think it is? Is this going where I think it's going? That was my inside thought. That was my inside thoughts. I didn't actually say that. But anyway, though, back into the day, and she's like, hey, I got some other places around Houston. I can show you that you haven't been to yet. I'm like, all right, word. So this is where the bar hopping phase of the date start. So we end up going to this other place that got some old school music. I can't remember the name of it. I was kind of buzzed. I was kind of buzzed at that point, but it was this other place that plays a lot of old school music. And for those who don't know, 90s to early 2000 hip hop is my forte. I know a lot about those artists during that time. We going to the place, and like I said, I'm talking like, hey man, that Friday soundtrack. I had that album when I was a kid. Played the Friday songs 100 million times. Light it up, smoke it up. That type of stuff. I played that all the time. And like, oh man, that's a dope deal. They had the DMX post on the wall. I like DMX, so that was my dog right there. And also I pulled up, oh, Wu-Tang Clan. Like, that's my favorite rap group of all time. Like, really? She's like, really? You like Wu-Tang Clan? I'm like, yeah, that's my favorite rap group of all time. She's like, oh, that's nice. So we walking down. And I told her some more pictures. I said, I pointed to Paid in Full. For those who don't know what Paid in Full is, that's Eric B and Rakim. I basically gave a rundown of who Rakim is. That's the guy, one of the best freestyles out there. He's also one of the rappers who brought lyricism to the forefront. I told him, like, before everybody wants to be Tupac and Biggie, man, people want to be LL Cool J and Rakim. And she's completely astonished by this. That my knowledge of old school hip hop. She's more into neo soul, which I also like. I'm also a fan of Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, and all that stuff too. So it seems like we're clicking. So we spent a little bit time there. Then we bar hop again, and we end up at this other place where you play. I think it was called what was it? I think it was called Skyline or something like that. But anyway, though, we end up in another place. We having drinks again. We playing basketball. I'm up here. I got a henny and a Coke on the rocks. She, can't remember what kind of drink she had, because like I said, I was buzzed. Don't remember what kind of drink she had. But anyway, though, we up here playing basketball. She telling me I got a nice shot. I'm thinking, like, what are you talking about? I'm breaking. I don't play basketball, for people who don't know. I was a football player, but basketball, I'll shoot a couple rounds here and there. But anyway it goes, man. I was breaking, but she like, you got a nice shot. I'm like, what is she talking about? I'm like, oh, okay. But anyway though, we stayed there for about, I want to say 45 minutes. Then it was about 11:45, about to get ready to go on 12, right? So we're heading out, and we're going back to our cars, because remember I said we drove separately, and this is where it comes in. We go back to our cars. Her car is gone. So we sitting there trying to figure out, like, what just happened. The car just gone. Then she said, "Oh, she's like, at first I thought the car got stolen." And she's like, "No, the car got towed." I'm like, "Oh, it got towed." At that moment, I was thinking in my head, like, I'm glad it wasn't my car. I know what y'all thinking, man. That's messed up to say something like that. And I admit, it was messed up to say it, but forget that. I was broke, man. I went over the budget of the date and all that, man. I had no money to get my car out the pound. I'm sorry. I'm glad it wasn't my car. But anyway, though, she found a tow truck company number, and she called it. It was like, it cost over $300 to get the car out. Now, I helped her get the car out by taking her over to get her car, and I did help pay for her to get her car out. I'm not gonna leave her stranded out like that. So we had to sit there and wait for the paperwork to get finalized and stuff like that. And she started apologizing for it going left like this. We were having a great time and whatnot. I'm like, I wasn't really tripping off, and like, and this type of thing happens. So I wasn't really tripping off that, nothing like that. So, yeah. So we had to sit there and wait for about 3 or 4 hours, because my goodness, I think it was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning when we finally got the car back. So I made sure she got home safe. She gave me a big hug. She said thank you for helping me get the car out and whatnot. So I said it's all good. So we went our separate ways. She got it back in her car, went home. I went back in my car, went home. She texted me and asked me, did I get home safely? I said yeah. And that's pretty much how the day went. We both had a good time. She had a good time. I had a good time. And it was a cool little day. I enjoyed it. And that's the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share your social medias. Remember, every season grind season. Underground takeover, man. Let's get it.